Number 18. Taurus Judge, $445. The Taurus Judge may not be known to most homeowners looking for a home defense weapon, but it should be. Yes, it's a revolver. Yes, it only holds 5 rounds. However, with it firing both 45 Colt rounds and 410 shot shell, it will scare intruders and effectively allow a homeowner to defend themselves from armed intruders. The 410 shot shell, which is basically buckshot placed into a larger caliber pistol round, is an effective means of stopping intruders without drastically damaging your home. However, keeping one 45 Colt chamber to ensure stopping power for larger or chemically enhanced intruders gives you a more versatile home defense weapon. Again, this isn't a super expensive home defense firearm. It offers versatility in different ammunition types for different objectives, and will do minimal damage to your home should you miss an assailant. It also ensures the safety of other family members in the home. You should hit a wall with them on the other side. However, with it only having 5 rounds, carrying a small backup weapon is recommended in case you should encounter 3 or more intruders. However, after that first 410 shot shell goes off, anyone with 2 brain cells and a spark between them will run as fast as their legs can carry them. Number 17. Glock G21 Gen 4, $360. The Glock G21 45 ACP semi-auto handgun is probably one of the most reliable handguns ever shot. The Gen 4 has the legendary stopping power of the 45, very little kick for a 45 caliber pistol, and has a decent magazine capacity to allow you to protect yourself more effectively. The 45 caliber hollow point rounds will minimize penetration of rounds through walls, as well as offer increased stopping power amongst larger intruders. It's a highly reliable pistol and is used all around the world by police and security forces. The Glock G21 Gen 4 is a larger model handgun but fits extremely well into the hands. The adjustable back strap allows you to custom fit it to your hand size as well. It has a tactical rail on the front allowing for laser and light add-ons, and has a higher ammo capacity than traditional model 45 caliber pistols. However, with the resurgence of people shopping for 45 caliber handguns, the G21 is definitely a preferred model of choice for a lot of former police, military, and security forces. They know it shoots well, and it doesn't give up. Number 16. Glock G17 Gen 4, $620. This is the second Glock in our list. I know, we know. However, the listed guns are also, statistically, the most reliable guns in their class. There are plenty of great 9mm pistols out there. In fact, the next one on our list is the second runner-up in reliability. However, the Glock G17 9mm is the most reliable 9mm semi-auto pistol with the greatest ammo capacity in its class, sporting a 17-round magazine capacity. The G17 is extremely easy to shoot and care for, has a high-quality trigger safety, and a front rail to mount a laser light assembly. The G17 has even greater shot control than the G21, has greater ammo capacity, and uses the same 9mm rounds, which is one of the safest for you to fire at an intruder inside of your home for any missed shots. It is a great pistol for new or introductory shooters because of this fact, and is available at a reasonable price. If you're just starting your venture down the road of home defense, then I definitely recommend starting here. Spend time at the range, do drills where you retrieve your weapon after waking up from hearing an intruder, or even carry it when in the home or outside if you're legally permitted. It's affordable, light, easy to use, and has the highest marks on reliability. Number 15. Sig Sauer P226 Legion RX, $1,200. The Sig Sauer P226 Legion RX is the second 9mm handgun on our home defense list. It has reliability scores that rival almost all others, almost the same capacity as the G17, is a bit more expensive, but is just as easy, if not easier, to shoot. The Legion is an amazing handgun, as Sig Sauer has been known to deliver, and is truthfully a gun for all occasions. It's great for home defense, self-defense outside the home, sport shooting, and more. It's a gun that you literally look for time to take to the range simply because it shoots amazingly well and fits into your hands so well too. Most shooters, especially those who like the 1911 pistol frame, are going to tell you to buy this pistol over the G17. 1911 gun owners are purists and love the dovetail grip and how much control it gives you during firing. It's also available in a single action and double action model, which a lot of shooters prefer. It comes with a side-mounted reflex sight with motion sensor activation. Essentially, when the weapon sits still for long periods of time, it shuts down the sight. As soon as there is movement, the reflex sight powers on to the same brightness setting you had it set to previously. This weapon comes ready to defend your castle and, as always, comes with the same expectations of quality and performance we've come to know from Sig Sauer. Number 14. FN57, $1,000. The Fabrique Nationale FN57 is relatively unknown amongst most Americans and even gun owners for that matter. It shoots an extremely uncommon 5.7mm round, which is the same caliber used in the P90. This is an extremely small caliber, allowing for significantly higher ammunition capacity with the gun, up to 20 rounds in a magazine. The rounds are available in hollow point defense rounds, which help to minimize wall penetration and maximize your ability to stop a home invader who is attacking you. The FN 5.7 is extremely uncommon, but it's also versatile. It can be used as a carry pistol and all, but guarantees that the bad guys will run out of ammunition before you do. The ammunition is slightly more expensive, simply because it is an uncommon round. However, imagine the bad guy's surprise when you fire 20 rounds at him and he's expecting 7 and 13 rounds from a pistol. It fires extremely smooth and has almost no recoil in comparison to other calibers. However, don't let its light temperament fool you. I guarantee that anyone caught in front of the 5.7 who is intending to do you harm will have an extremely bad day. Number 13. Heritage Arms Rough Rider Single Action Revolver, $150. Technically a 6-shooter, the Rough Rider is actually designed to have only 5 rounds with the hammer down on an empty chamber when carried, if you wanted to do that. Its 22 chambering hardly makes this little revolver a big iron from the Wild West, though you can opt for a 22 Magnum cylinder if you want to ramp up the power. Regardless, the gun is a simple single-action only revolver like the classic Colt single-action Army. Unlike the other single actions and harder hitting calibers, Heritage's Rough Rider has a small hammer block safety on the left side of the hammer. A hammer block mounted in the recoil shield provides an extra measure of safety, ensuring the hammer won't fall on the primer if the revolver is dropped, while a red dot indicator that lets you know when the safety is disengaged and the weapon is ready to fire. A blued carbon steel barrel and cylinder provide strength and durability where it counts, and an aluminum frame keeps weight down and resists corrosion. Cocobolo grip panels conform to the authentic Western look and afford a solid grip, and a fixed notch rear sight and a blade front sight offer quick, intuitive target acquisition. Number 12. Smith & Wesson 327 TRR8, $1,800. Tactical revolver, I bet you didn't expect to hear that one day. A tactical revolver might seem silly, but in the modern age, well, why not? Legend has it that the S&W Model 327 TRR8 was designed for police with shields because the lack of a slide ensured they could reliably shoot through the shield ports. While no SWAT cop likely carries one, they are about as tactical as a revolver can get. This includes the presence of both an optic rail and a light rail. You also get an 8-round capacity with 357 Magnum rounds. S&W cut the gun to use moon clips, which makes reloads very fast and easy. The iron sights are massive and easy to see, and the rear sight is adjustable. This gun was built from the ground up to be a modern fighting revolver. There was a reason it was the Punisher's choice in Season 2 of Daredevil. Its combination of features makes it about as modern as a revolver can be, making it your best friend for your home defense. Furthermore, the TRR8 is a viable option if you live in a state with rigid gun control. Number 11. Chiappa Rhino, $1,000. The Chiappa Rhino takes revolvers and turns them on their head. Typical revolvers align the barrel with the top chamber of the cylinder. Chiappa designed the Rhino to align the barrel with the bottom cylinder. With the bore more in line with the wrist, it sends recoil rearward instead of upward. This helps control the forces from heavier rounds like the 357 Magnum. That's not where the Space Cowboy ends though. Chiappa added a bottom rail to the gun for lights, and on models with 6-inch barrels there is an optics rail on top for adding a red dot or optic of choice. An optically enhanced revolver with a light looks like it fit in the holster of a marshal on a moon colony. The Rhino gets even weirder as the hammer at the top isn't a hammer but a cocking device. You can cock the weapon into the single action mode with it, but it rests forward. A red plunger is there to show you that it's cocked. It is an oddball gun for sure, but a fun one nonetheless. Number 10. Ruger LCR, $800. The Ruger LCR is the Glock of revolvers, and I mean that in more ways than one. Obviously, the first comparison is the polymer frame and portions of the gun, but it runs deeper than that. Ruger has made a simple, functional, and easy-to-use revolver. It is chambered in a multitude of calibers, including 38 Special, 357, 9mm, 22 MWR, 22 LR, and even a 327 Federal Magnum. Shooters can opt for a shrouded hammer or the LCR-X model with an exposed hammer. The gun also comes in at an affordable price point and can be commonly found for less than $500. Their popularity makes it easy to find good holsters, which goes a long way when it comes to concealed carry. Did I mention it has the best stock double-action trigger I've ever used? Holy crap, is Ruger's friction-reducing design effective? It's a great trigger that makes shooting the little gun a heck of a lot easier. The small size and lightweight make it easy to tuck away and hide, and it's comfortable regardless of the carry method. The LCR might not be fancy with a classic design, but it's a workhorse of a revolver. Number 9. Ruger Super Red Hawk 454 Castle, $950. There are a lot of good hunting revolvers out there, but the Super Red Hawk and 454 Castle finds the right blend of power, smart design, and modernization to make it one of the best. While people love the 460 S&W and 500 S&W, they are kinda silly and not much better than the 454 Castle for handgun hunting. With the Super Red Hawk, we get a variety of lengths from the downright flashbang-worthy 2.5 inches to the nice 9.5-inch option. To me, the 5 or 7.5 inch is just perfect balance-wise. The Super Red Hawk is a traditional DA-SA revolver with Ruger's massive, beefy frame. Double action makes the gun easier to use with a single hand, and this is an important feature for things like unexpected bear defense. It's a large, robust gun designed to absorb the recoil from big, heavy cartridges. It's not absurdly large like an X-Frame 500 S&W, but it's not airweight. Integrated scope bases make adding optics easy, and in my experience, these guns are very accurate and, for magnum caliber guns, fairly easy to shoot and handle. Another bonus of 454 Castle is the ability to chamber the lighter 45 Colt loads. That also holds 6 rounds versus the 5 of some larger calibers, and when you put it all together, the Super Red Hawk is an excellent hunting revolver. Number 8. Taurus 856 Executive Grade, $560. Taurus is known for its very budget-friendly guns, but also for some QC issues in the past. They have a few big moves and have retooled with experienced personnel, which seems to be showing with the 856 Executive Grade. But still, I approached the gun with caution, thinking, sure, it's pretty, but does it work? It turns out it works pretty dang well. The 856 Executive Grade isn't Taurus's cheapest revolver, but it's a bargain when you examine the gun's performance. It's surprisingly easy to shoot with an excellent trigger. While designed for concealed carry, it isn't your typical snub-nose. The 3-inch barrel makes the gun much easier to shoot, tames the muzzle blast, and adds a little extra velocity and sight radius. Although the hammer is bobbed, the double-action trigger is so smooth that you'll barely miss a single-action option. A nice set of Altamont wood grips fills the hand and makes it easy to get control of the gun. Number 7. Uberti 1851 Navy, $120. You haven't lived until you've tried to master the black powder revolver. It's a bit like alchemy to really figure one out. Uberti is well known for their replicas and produces some of the finest cowboy guns out there. Stick with suggested load data from respected sources to keep things safe. If you want an easy to get into black powder revolver, the Uberti 1851 Navy will be tough to beat. It's a 36 caliber gun that's light and easy to shoot. The 1851 Navy comes in a few different configurations and finishes, but they are all very affordable. In most cases, you don't need an FFL to transfer them since they are technically not firearms. Uberti's 1851 Navy revolvers are good-looking guns that faithfully replicate the classic revolvers of the era. They are robust and a great way to experience history. While it seems intimidating to get into, the thrill of firing a black powder and seeing the smoke and smelling the burning powder is well worth it. Plus, it's living history in your hand. Number 6. Colt Python, $2,000. You can't deny the cool factor of the Colt Python. It's always been a revolver that is just gorgeous and eye-catching. People were deeply saddened when they were discontinued, but Colt finally brought them back after being on ice for 15 years. Colt specifically brought back the high-polished stainless steel models with the wood grips. The classic ventilated rib across the top is one of the easiest ways to identify the Python and one of the reasons it's just so dang cool. Shooters can pick between the 3-inch, 4.25-inch, and Rick Grimes' popularized 6-inch barrel. Adjustable sights and a buttery smooth trigger ensure the gun shoots as nicely as it looks. These great big guns eat .357 Magnums like candy and won't put pain in your hand round after round. You can't help but enjoy just holding this mix of steel and wood. It's so utterly cool and classic, like a vintage muscle car. It's uniquely American, and while it's not a modern fighting gun, it doesn't need to be. Just like the 67 Mustang won't win a Le Mans race, it's still gotta be the coolest car out there. Number 5. Colt Cobra Carry Dow, $1,000. There are two things to be concerned with about small handguns. First, the barrel on this gun is very short, only 3 inches, and as we all know, a shorter barrel means that aiming is more difficult. A 3-inch barrel is no less effective than a 5-inch barrel if you're shooting at a target close to you, but it's not reliable on it past 100 feet. Secondly, this gun packs quite a punch and uses powerful ammo, but the handle is short, and I wouldn't be surprised if it launched itself out of your arms if you don't grip it properly. This is an especially common problem with inexperienced gun handlers. On the positive side, we can take another look at what was stated before. This gun packs one hell of a punch, and it doesn't take much room in the glove compartment, a purse, or on the hip. Don't forget that it uses the Dow design, ensuring quick, successive fire without turning the cylinder. Even if you miss your first shot, you can immediately retake the shot with the remaining 5 rounds. If you live in a bad neighborhood and you're looking for something basic to ensure your safety when getting groceries, this gun is definitely one of the best revolvers for the job. Number 4. Ruger Wrangler 2002, $200. The Ruger Wrangler is a great gun if you take its price into account. The cylinder can take 6 rounds, the gun isn't too heavy, and it utilizes both a transfer bar mechanism and a loading gate interlocking to prevent a shot from accidentally going off. From our perspective, this is a great gun for beginners for 2 reasons. Firstly, the aforementioned safety systems ensure you won't accidentally hurt yourself or someone else. That's a great measure to have when you're just starting out with guns. Another positive is the single action system, which means you must manually cock the gun between each shot. This is definitely a bad thing if you're hunting or using it for self-defense. However, it's a great thing if you're a beginner. You're usually shooting better if you're not firing quickly, the way it's done in the movies. However, that last point can also be bad if the context changes. If you're defending yourself from a mugging, you want a high rate of fire. Additionally, you don't want to shoot a .22 LR caliber. It can still incapacitate a target, but it's not nearly as effective as a 44 round or a 45 long Colt. All in all, this is a great gun if the budget is tight. Once you buy something better, you can always sell it or keep it as a just-in-case weapon. Number 3. S&W Model 640, $700. Right off the bat, this gun is amazing. But let's start off with the only negative thing that sticks out. There are only 5 rounds in the gun. Unfortunately, this can be a really important aspect if you ever actually have to use the gun, which we hope you won't. However, when you compare it to the Model 66, which carries 6 .357 rounds, this gun is 11 ounces lighter. Another alternative is the Model 43C, which carries 8 rounds of the .22 LR caliber. Wouldn't you rather have 5 powerful rounds and 8 rounds of incomparable shot power? Now, moving on to the positive, this gun is light, easy to carry, and easy to handle. It's a double-action only revolver, meaning it's semi-automatic, no manual cocking in between shots. It's made from stainless steel, ensuring longevity, and the recoil isn't too bad. Some people worry about accuracy since the barrel is only 2.125 inches long, but in a real-life self-defense situation, you most likely won't be firing at someone standing 100 feet away, although this gun would most likely hit a target that far away anyway. The length of the barrel won't affect your aiming at short distances. To sum it up, overall, a great gun, with the only real negative point being the 5-round limit. Custom Ithaca 1911, $2,000. The Custom Ithaca 1911 is a handgun that unquestionably falls into the category of firearms you should never sell, due to its exceptional qualities and unique craftsmanship. This custom variant of the iconic 1911 pistol is highly regarded for its superior performance, meticulous attention to detail, and its coveted status among firearms enthusiasts. What sets the Custom Ithaca 1911 apart is its individualized craftsmanship and customization. Each pistol is meticulously handcrafted with utmost care, ensuring that every component is precisely fitted and finished to perfection. The attention to detail and the design, slide serrations, grip texture, and overall aesthetics is unmatched, making it a true work of art. In terms of performance, the Custom Ithaca 1911 delivers outstanding accuracy and reliability. The 1911 platform, renowned for its time-tested design and ergonomics, serves as the foundation for this custom variant. Enhanced features such as a match-grade barrel, improved trigger, and enhanced sights contribute to its exceptional shooting experience. The result is a handgun that offers exceptional precision and control, enabling shooters to consistently hit their mark. The Custom Ithaca 1911 also carries a historical significance as it pays homage to the original Colt 1911 that served as a standard-issue sidearm for the U.S. military. It embodies the heritage and legacy of the 1911 platform, further elevating its desirability among collectors and firearms enthusiasts. Due to its exceptional craftsmanship, enhanced performance, and historical significance, the Custom Ithaca 1911 holds a special place among handguns you should never sell. Its custom features and exclusivity make it a highly sought-after piece in the firearms market, ensuring its value will continue to rise over time. Russian SKS, $950. The Russian SKS is widely regarded as a firearm that should never be sold due to its enduring legacy, exceptional performance, and unwavering popularity among firearms enthusiasts. Originally developed by Sergei Simonov in the late 1940s as a semi-auto carbine for the Soviet military, the SKS quickly became a staple weapon during the mid-20th century, playing a crucial role in various military operations and conflicts. Its design and reliability made it a trusted companion for soldiers in the field. One of the key reasons to treasure the Russian SKS as a firearm you should never sell is its immense historical significance. As an integral part of the Soviet Union's military arsenal, the carbine was widely distributed to Soviet satellite states and allies. It saw action in notable conflicts like the Korean War and the Vietnam War, solidifying its status as an iconic firearm with a profound military heritage. Renowned for its ruggedness and dependability, the SKS can withstand demanding conditions and continue to perform reliably. Its gas-operated, tilting bolt-action mechanism ensures smooth operation even in harsh environments. The carbine's sturdy construction and straightforward design make maintenance and servicing relatively hassle-free, contributing to its long-lasting durability and dependability. The SKS also boasts an effective and user-friendly design. It features a reliable and easily adjustable iron sight system, enabling accurate targeting at various distances. The wooden stock provides a comfortable and secure grip, enhancing shooter control and recoil management. Furthermore, the Russian SKS enjoys enduring popularity among firearms enthusiasts and collectors. Its historical significance, coupled with its outstanding performance, has garnered a dedicated following worldwide. The carbine's timeless design, association with significant conflicts, and collectible nature make it highly sought after in the firearms community. The Luger P08, $2,000. The Luger P08, a legendary handgun often regarded as a firearm you should never sell as it will be banned soon. It has left an indelible mark on the world of firearms with its historic significance, elegant design, and innovative features. Developed by George Luger in the late 19th century, the Luger P08 is a semi-auto pistol that continues to captivate enthusiasts to this day. One of the most iconic characteristics of the Luger P08 is its distinctive toggle lock action, which sets it apart from other handguns. The toggle lock mechanism employs a jointed arm that moves in an up and down motion during firing, delivering a unique cycling action. This design not only enhances the pistol's reliability but also ensures smooth operation and precise functionality. Upon its introduction, the Luger P08 garnered widespread acclaim for its groundbreaking engineering. It was among the pioneering semi-auto pistols to utilize a bottlenecked cartridge, specifically the 9x19mm Parabellum, which remains a popular choice today. The adoption of this cartridge brought forth a harmonious blend of power, controllability, and dependability, rendering the Luger P08 a formidable option for both military and civilian applications. The ergonomics and handling of the Luger P08 deserve recognition as well. Its thoughtfully designed grip angle and shape provide a comfortable and secure hold, facilitating superior handling and maneuverability. Furthermore, the toggle lock action effectively mitigates felt recoil, granting shooters improved control even during rapid-fire scenarios. The Luger P08's historical significance, elegant design, and innovative features have solidified its status as a cherished collector's item and a prized possession among firearms enthusiasts. Its timeless appeal and pioneering engineering ensure that it will forever be revered as a truly remarkable handgun. Number 2. Charter Arms Pathfinder 22, $250. Now don't think that we hate 22 LR or 22 Magnum calibers based on the comments in this video. It's just that they're not very powerful rounds. Practically, if you had to defend yourself, a 357 or a 44 would be much better. Aside from that though, this gun doesn't have any glaring faults. There are two models, the 22 LR and the 22 Mag model, with the latter being heavier and longer. The gun is covered with a stainless steel finish, making it a long-term investment, and it has an impressive 8-round cylinder, so even if the caliber is a little weak, at least you have 8 rounds at your disposal. Two other things that need to be considered are the price of the ammo, which is low in comparison to bigger calibers, and the almost non-existent recoil. Lastly, it utilizes both a Dow and an SA design, so you can practice slow shooting or turn it up for a higher rate of fire. When you add and divide all of these things, while I wouldn't recommend it for self-defense, it's an all-around great gun in other aspects, especially for target practice. Note that this revolver is a revamp of the older version, which was in dire need of an upgrade. Users of the older version of this model might have a lot of negative comments, like the model used to have only 6 rounds, which was inaccurate, but remember that it isn't the same design. Number 1. Ruger LCR, $800. Revolvers don't change much, but when Ruger created the LCR, they went big with it. Instead of using titanium and scandium to drive the price sky high, they simply used polymer. Polymer frame revolvers seem odd, but to reduce weight without increasing price, it makes sense. Ruger didn't just stop there though. They ended up making a fantastic revolver for everyday carry. Double-action triggers are rarely nice, but Ruger's design is absolutely brilliant. It's superbly smooth and relatively short. It's easily the best stock double-action trigger on the market. As such, you'll have no problems being accurate with the gun. The big front sight is nice and also easily replaceable. A good aftermarket exists that provides a variety of replacement front sight options. When selecting the LCR, also include the LCRX, which gives you a DA/SA hammer design. Also, Ruger released the LCR in a ton of calibers, including the usual suspects like .38 Special and .357 Magnum, but we also get 9mm and .327 Federal Magnum. These little fellas are lightweight, powerful, accurate, and very easy to carry concealed. Beyond that, they're a very modern option. And that's all that we have for you today, folks. Join us next time at the next one.